Hey guys, welcome to this video. My name is John Watts. I'm a consumer protection lawyer practicing in Alabama. And I wanted to talk with you about debt collection lawsuits and thinking about what will 2022 be like with debt collection lawsuits. So let's look back just as an example in the month of December. So what I have up on the screen is what's called Alicourt. Now this is for Alabama where I primarily practice. Now my firm will be practicing in Tennessee very soon as far as helping people with debt buyer lawsuits, original creditor lawsuits. But this is the place that I practice right now that I could show you the data the easiest. So let's just take, for example, LVNV. And let's look at, we will do the entire month of December of 2021. And we'll see how many cases were filed. And so just in Alabama, there were actually over 1,000 cases filed. 1,000 is the most that the screen will show. So if we change this date, and let's just say through Christmas. So December 1st through December 25th, how many lawsuits did LVNV file just in Alabama? And the answer is still 1,000. So let's kind of back it up a little bit more and say, all right, how about through the 20th? And now we get 721 records. So 721 lawsuits just in the first 20 days of December. Gives you an idea of the volume of lawsuits that are being filed, for example, in Alabama. Now, let's take a different company. Let's take Midland. All right, and so we will see there's 562 records, and that's a good part of December. But let's just say the whole month of December of 21, 620 lawsuits filed by Midland Credit Management and Midland Funding. Well, let's take another example. Let's say Jefferson Capital. They file a lot of lawsuits in Alabama and really around the country. So here we have 339 lawsuits filed just in the month of December. Now let's take an original creditor and say Capital One. See how many they filed. So here we have 152. So it's not a tremendous amount, but still, that's 5 a day being filed in Alabama. And we'll just look at Synchrony Bank, see how many they filed. So 89, so not as many. And if we go back to the debt buyers portfolio recovery, now they certainly have slowed down with their filings in Alabama. But let's see for December, and remember with December, it says 173 lawsuits. Generally, lawsuits are not filed, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, that type of thing. So still 173 lawsuits filed. And now there are months where these amounts would go up or down, but I thought it might be interesting just as we go through 2022 to, at the start of every new month, so say February 1st, we'll look back and say, okay, how many lawsuits were filed in January? Again, what I hope this gives you, and this is just for Alabama, and Alabama is 5 or 6 million. Let me see the population of Alabama. Basically 5 million in 2019. Okay, so you may have a state that's a little smaller. Likely you have a state at least the same size, if not bigger than Alabama, assuming you're not in Alabama. But just this scale of, remember LVNV, well over 1,000 lawsuits before we even got to the end of the month, December. Now, if we just take I just want you to see that there's nothing, particularly magical about December. I was just picking that. Let's just say June. We'll just pick June 1st through June. I can't remember if it has 30 or 31 days. 30 days. All right. So LVNV, we've got 574 records. Well, let's see if we go the next month. July 1 to July 31st. And here we have 1,000. So again, they would have hit 1,000 some point before the 31st. So there's a massive, massive number of lawsuits being filed out there. Now, we have plenty of videos that we've done in the past, but we're also going to have a lot of videos this year, 2022, to talk about what are your options. What if you're sued by LVNV or Midland or Synchrony Bank or Capital One or Jefferson Capital, Portfolio Recovery? What are your options? What are the things you really need to keep in mind to do? So I hope that those will be helpful to you. And if you like this type of data, I can also show you data from the federal court system. So we can look, for example, and say, how many lawsuits were filed against Equifax in 2021, or Portfolio Recovery, or Midland, or Jefferson Capital, or any of these other companies. If you are interested in that type of data, and I'll tell you, I use this a lot in my practice here because I want to know not just people's opinions, but I want to know the actual data. If you're interested, just let me know in the comments. Feel free to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already and like this video. You know, you've heard the drill. The YouTube algorithm, it likes comments and likes and shares and all that type of stuff. If this is helpful to you, if you like it, just let me know. And I appreciate you guys watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.